Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion. It adds to a massive sense of occasion. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And we're underway. Hernandez. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback...
Likanin! Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Fabian Ruiz. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Asllani. Gonzalo Ramos! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Hernandez, Fabian Ruiz, tries to get it clear, and he's gone looking for safety, and now the breakaway. Can he latch on to this? Luis Enrique gets into some space. Paris Saint-Germain are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Luis Enrique, Asllani. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Luis Enrique unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That should get the job done. Luis Enrique. Inter Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Zalewski, now it's Martinez. Vitinha, that's a lovely pass. Caught offside that time. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gonzalo Ramos. Di Marco. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. That is good strength. Oh, that's a key interception. João Neves. Lee Kang-in. Lee Kang-in has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. Chance to... He's had a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Over to the left. Kvaratskhelia looking to run onto it. Carlos Augusto. Now Di Marco. Zalewski. Luis Enrique. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Kvaratskhelia. That's a shade optimistic. Luis Enrique. Barella. Luis Enrique. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Zalewski. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Fiddles it through. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Zalewski is offering a wry smile there.
Chance to shoot! Kvaratskhelia. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through? De Vrij calmly anticipates. Barella. There's the whistle for half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Et les voici. Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs. Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 19.
Here we go again.
Le numéro 10.
Both sides defensively robust up to now. Paris Saint-Germain come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Luis Enrique. Zalewski. Spread it left. So what can they make of this? Works it forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
He's gone for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Moved on forwards. Luis Enrique. Barella. Great ball, and he's in here. He's in space and looking for options. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, shooting
Le
chance!
nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 70 987.
In for a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, a delicate chip through. Hernandez deals with that comfortably.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Hakimi. And here's Dembele. And the ball's come loose here. And he's there to belt it away. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Climbs up big! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Zalewski. He's in plenty of space here. Cleared without complication. Inter Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
It's going to be another throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's picked his way through. Up for a header! Decent enough try. And he was quick to react. Kvaratskhelia. He's having a go! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort. Fabian Ruiz.
Hernandez.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
There's the header! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, this looks sharp. Inter Milan making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 8. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 14.
Mkhitaryan.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Damian. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Mkhitaryan. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
There will be a throw-in. Oh, he's found him in space! Chance! Gonzalo Ramos into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Now that looks a decent ball. Kvaratskhelia. Damian. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Changement.
Into extra time we go. Hernandez. Doué. Gonzalo Ramos. Gonzalo Ramos was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Inter truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Gets his head to it! And that was very necessary. Ashlani. Dink through.
This is the time you need that pace.
He has found the way through. Doué. He's got the shot away! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Extra time reaches half-time. Well, you have to accept that penalties are now a realistic possibility. We'd hate to think that either side is settling for that, given what a lottery penalties can be, but the players are evidently tired, and it may come to that. And we are already back underway. 105 minutes of football, and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment. Barella with the cross.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, good spread. And here's Dembele. Vitinha. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Martinez.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And he's had a hit! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Danger averted for now. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And he's quick to get it clear again.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Hernandez wins the duel this time. Hernandez goes on a charge down the left. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Both sets of players have run themselves into the ground here, Peter, and as extra times go, I think I'll remember this for a while.
120 minutes of action have taken their toll, but have proved inconclusive, and now this is it. Kvaratskhelia is first to take the long walk. And he does it with poise.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
And so the captain steps up. And the keeper's come up trumps.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking for comfort. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
DiMarco is the man who's second in line. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Paris Saint-Germain are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
The third man in the queue. Big character, big moment, big save. Paris Saint-Germain are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Mkhitaryan is the fourth man to step forward for them.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Vitinha is the fifth volunteer. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. Saved it! And that's won it! Paris Saint-Germain have come through in the most dramatic fashion, and the show goes on. The ultimate test of nerve and mettle, and they have made the grade.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
Attention, attention.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.